Maybe the fact that the players on today's list are in a contract year is making them underrated. Because not only are they playing to make the playoffs or win a title, but they're competing to earn their riches for the future. Whether they're aware of it or not, it's a subconscious motivation, and who can blame them? So some players will prove to be a massive bargain, while others will be a dreadful look on an organization's cap hit for years to come. But we're late in 2018, so let's get right into the 7 underrated NBA free agents about to get paid in 2019. Ring chasing is going to play a part in JJ Redick's free agent decision. Is Philly really the dangerous veteran sharpshooter's best chance to win a title? With Jimmy Butler there, it very well may be, but don't doubt how much money a team looking to put some fans in the seats while improving their spacing would throw at Redick. Rings are one thing, wealth for life is another. If in fact a developing squad gives him 15 to 20 mil over 2 years and the Sixers can't give him that, JJ's gone. He provides leadership and deadly shooting. Any team needs that and would clear cap space to get that. He's right now the 27th greatest three-point shooter of all time. D-Rose just headlined Saturday night's top 10, but could he be a starter again and actually counted on as a number 2 to 3 scoring option next season? 100%, because the three ball and over 10 years of NBA experience are going to keep him away from making the reckless drives to the basket we used to always see him make in his prime. And everybody knock on wood, Derrick Rose will remain healthy.
Why would you say something so black?
He's a loyal player. I have little doubt he leaves Minnie. They're the team that gave him a chance. Having said that, no one blame him if he wants to either help turn a team into a contender or go back to a top market team. So lastly, given the Wolves roster sells the season, if he leaves, I think either being Ayton and Booker's point guard in Phoenix or going to the Garden and helping a Knicks team reach the playoffs could be special to see as well. 5 more underrated free agents to go, but a shout out to Caleb, who gives respect to the very man about to be talked about. So here's his take on the Clippers' leading scorer. He moves into 2nd place in Community Speaks. Here's what I think about Tobias, and of course his free agency. He's a complementary scoring threat that has the size and versatility to contribute to a championship. I question if he can be a main option on a title contender due to the lack of, intimidating athleticism in a game where 3 men have become as big as centers while being as quick and athletic as a guard. But if you put Tobias next to one of those superstars, potentially a Kevin Durant, then he's facing every team's 2nd best wing defender as opposed to their top lockdown guy on a night-to-night basis. That makes all the difference. His three-point shot allows him to play off the ball. Tobias fits great with the Clippers, but this is a massive summer. We're going to see pretty soon how much respect they developed as an organization through the CP3 and Blake playoff years. Their current winning ways are also helping them attract some guys. Milwaukee's main focus will be re-signing their incredibly overlooked sharpshooter Chris Middleton. He is what opens up a majority of the space that Giannis has. He'll most likely have another efficient playoffs. After that, Middleton's going to opt out of his $13 million contract and seek a long-term max. The Bucks better handle that fast, or a rising squad, again, is going to look to add some talent on the perimeter, add a 2nd or 3rd scoring option, and they'll happily give the 27-year-old whatever he wants. Will Nick Vukovich be in a Magic uniform for life, or will he become potentially another terrible move by Orlando's front office? I'd love to see him in a Blazers uniform, and if that team got or developed a legit power forward after getting Vukovich, we're looking at a contender. Saturday night, I went in depth on Nick's shockingly high value for Orlando this season. It's tough because Mo Bamba seems like he has all the tools to be the center for the next decade. It's probably time to move on from Nick if you're Orlando, after what's seeming like it'll be 7 straight years of losing for Vooch. Not that it's his fault whatsoever, because along with the offense he's providing this season for the first time, he holds his own defensively and almost always wins his one-on-one matchup. He leaves the Magic if they miss the playoffs, It's as simple as that. Davis will probably leave in 2020, so this is similar to Kyrie wanting out of Cleveland.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Only unlike Kyrie Irving, Randle's contract is up after he signed a 1-1 last season. He's almost certainly opting out. Especially with his much improved play this season, teams will throw a ton of money at him. How about returning to the Lakers as an option for Julius? Kawhi looks unrealistic right now. Julius isn't the worst plan B. He was a fan favorite in LA and could form a versatile tandem next to LeBron and McGee on both ends. We forget he's 24 years old and's gotten better every season. He'd be a great pickup. The contract year grind for Bledsoe is real this season, as he's shot nearly 4% better than ever before in his 11-year career. So gotta respect him for coming for that dough. But will he be forgotten with Middleton's free agency in Milwaukee? Unfortunately, his lack of consistency from three has led him to be shut down easily in the postseason. He's playing very well this season, and he's much better than Malcolm Brogdon, who simply isn't a good enough defender to be the starter of this team for the future. He gets blown by far too often and ranks as the 37th best point guard defensively in the NBA. But back to Eric Bledsoe, who for me, you have to move on and find another incredibly trusted shooter at the point guard spot. So where to for Bledsoe? A lot of teams need a point guard, so that's a list for another day. If you love Hoops Talk, hit subscribe to join the best basketball community on YouTube. Shout out question is, what's the free agent in 2019 you want on your team? Thanks the world for watching. As always, this has been D-Flow. See everyone next video.